So no one told you life was gonna be this way.
Tonight, what's up? Hey, what's that?
Yeah,
What do you mean about
Tonight's What's Up
tonight?
is great.
Tonight I'm feeding the children. What do you mean about what's up? He's not my friend again. Long story. But we are not friends again.
What's the tea? Yeah,
I have
also
a lot
don't
of
agree.
friends who are girls. But child, why you laugh?
Case in point, because a lot of people feel like the two of us are in a
Yes,
relationship.
yes.
When I'm around you, like you look at me like I'm your sister, like
Yeah.
ill. Not ill, but like
But ew, yeah.
I feel like I'm the one being interviewed today. But
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
if I talk about it, I think I'll cry.
Serious. I mean, someone ghosted me, my friend.
A boy or a girl?
A girl. She was owing me money. Hey, Charlie.
We are deep, oh.
Hey, bro.
Too deep.
Sheesh.
Stay by plan, Accra, stay by plan. All the boys, all the girls, for stay by plan. Stay by plan, stay by plan. All the boys, all the girls, for stay by plan.
Let's go.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Stay by Plan.
Yes.
I'm excited to be here.
Mhm.
Yeah, and my skin is glowing.
Oh yeah, as always. You look like you just burst. Oh, did you?
I did.
You see.
But why are you doing that? I'll give you guys the context before you guys read the room wrongly. Today, I was very late to the studio. Not as usual. It was beyond my control. And I took a shower and then I came straight. Like, I didn't put my lotion on. I just used my deodorant and I came. And when I came, I was putting lotion on my body. And Zuu was trolling me that, like, why am I putting lotion on my body in the studio? But
Right.
here I am glowing because the skin always has to be healthy. Yeah.
Fair. Yeah, thank you for joining us. Yeah, we had to wait for a while, but at least you came. So
I know.
yeah.
Don't worry.
She also when we finished to boom, then she go left too. Charlie, yeah, though.
I'm booked and busy. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
It's fine. We don't have anything to do.
I'm sorry I'm booked and
Yeah,
busy.
we don't have anything to do.
I
so.
didn't say that.
Oh, I'm saying it. Anyway, yeah. So
How's
yeah,
your week
welcome
been?
guys. One or two. My car is giving me problems. So Charlie, more.
Wopeka day for you.
Yeah, Wopeka. Yes, I'll be using my Wopekas, but also I'll be
Day for
using
you.
some ride sharing on this side. And they are killing me, bro.
So just
yeah.
stick to Wopeka.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. If you don't know what Wopeka is, just check wopeka.com where you can get car rentals. And yeah,
I love it.
basically. So yeah, let's get into
Let's get into it. Yeah. So today we're talking about friends and friendships, and you know how it has changed over the years for everybody
I can't
actually.
relate.
For everybody.
Shout out to Pentatonics. Oh, I'm
sure
There's
it's
been
definitely
so many
changed.
different
Yeah,
things.
you're
before
not the
you.
same as you were 10
Yeah,
years ago.
100%,
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, so that's what we're talking about today. So yeah, so tell us a bit more about your friend group, your famous friend group that you're always talking about.
It's so interesting that this is the topic we're having today because just last week, I put a picture up of me and my friends, and someone we went to school with like sent me a message on Instagram that, oh, I really admire your friendship. It's really nice, and then they should all come on the podcast to speak.
Hey, serious.
And I was like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
yeah, that's not going to happen.
And she was like, oh, why? Like, especially like friend A, like she's very interesting. I think she'll do well on the podcast. And I was like, yeah, but I think boundaries, we kind of like respect each other's space. And that is probably why the friendship is still like what it is. I think one of the main things that friendship stands on is boundaries and respect.
Okay.
So I think that's why it's been successful. Honestly, like
You give everybody their space.
everybody gives everybody their
Maybe
space.
so.
We respect each other. Like, okay, if you want to be in the limelight, I don't have to be posting them. That's why I actually don't even mention their names all the time because I just feel like boundaries. The same way another person is doing something else and we are not necessarily interested. It's not like, why don't you support me? Like, yeah. And I think honesty too is also very important.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think if I'm going to break the friendships down, I think it's based on like life stages, right? So you have like your primary school friends,
Yeah.
then you have like your high school friends,
Yeah.
university friends, then after university friends,
And then acquaintances at that
then
point.
church friends too. Some that
Yeah.
one to the year. So those are like your main groups. But obviously, as you grow, your life is changing.
Yeah.
You are doing new things. Everybody's doing their own thing. Some of these friends, like I'm sure you have friends that you've had for like 20 years,
Yeah.
and then you have friends that you've had for like 5 years. Yeah,
20 years is
Yeah,
crazy.
you go actually.
Yeah.
You go, so like you have like different friend groups, but then you find that sometimes even though you know somebody for 20 years, you don't really know them like that.
Real.
You know? So yeah, I just feel like it's very interesting. And I think now, as everybody is growing, Charlie, right now you get problems who like
Yeah.
you don't have that same energy that you had for the friendship back in the day. Like,
I swear.
let's go here. Charlie, I can't go.
You know, because for me, I've always found it interesting, like with my parents. When I was growing up, I always used to like watch them like with my side eye. They're like, don't you have
Don't
friends?
you have friends?
Like low key. Like they did have people that they would talk to on the phone
Yeah,
every once in
yeah,
a while.
yeah.
And you know that this auntie is their friend, but like you don't see them like go for lunch or
Yes,
do activities. So I'm just
yes.
like, hey, do you have friends?
We are lonely. You.
Yeah, but now that I've grown and I've
Study
seen.
Bob. It makes sense.
Yeah, it really makes sense.
And I think, yeah, like I was saying, when you have responsibilities, like, so if you start a family, you get married, you start having children, Charlie, there's no time, for those people, there's no time to now, Charlie, let's go to this, or meet me at tonight, what's up? Hey, what's that?
Yeah,
What do you mean about
tonight's
tonight?
WhatsApp is crazy.
Tonight I'm feeding the children. What do you mean about what's up?
I'm expressing milk.
So Charlie, I think it's just interesting that to see the friendships are able to survive,
Yeah.
you know, this new period of life where people are starting to, you know,
Yeah.
start their lives, start their families and everything. So it's like, do you feel, I'll come to ask you a question. Do you feel like your closest friendships will survive family life?
Yes, I think I read somewhere that any friendship that lasts for 10 years is most likely going to last for a lifetime. And I think with my current friend group, and then not only them, the people who I still consider my friends, I think it really comes back to understanding the core of the person. Like, why do I like this person and why am I around this person? And people need to know that you are friends with different people for different reasons. And if you are able to understand that and you are able to understand what the benefits of the friendship is for the two of you, I think it can last a longer time, even if other parts of your life evolve. So, for example, someone like my friend Mensima, shout out to Mensima. Me and Mensima get along very well. Mensima is someone I speak to whenever like I'm having an issue and I'm not sure how to go about it because I think she's very objective. So we don't spend a lot of time together. There was a time that she was in like a different country for a very long time, but we would have conversations where like she's able to give me objective advice.
Right.
Do you get it? So even if my schedule changed or maybe I'm not doing the same things I used to do or I don't know, I'm making new friends, it doesn't really change like the primary part of our friendship where like it's basically someone who keeps you accountable and make sure that like you're making the right decisions like all the time, if that makes sense. So I think for me, not so much. If the friendship fizzles out, then I guess it doesn't feed or it doesn't benefit the two parties anymore.
Does she
like
also
it
come
used
to you
be.
for advice?
Yes, but not as much as I go to her. And I think so it really comes back to what I was saying. Like, I shouldn't take it personal that like she doesn't always ask me for advice because I am the one who normally picks her mind off of something.
Yeah. I think I can relate to her. I have a lot of friendships where people come to me for advice, but I'm the kind of person where if I have a problem or something, I'll try and fix it myself. If I come to somebody for advice, it means say like that's my last resort because I feel like obviously I'm probably wrong, but I feel like I don't want to worry anybody. I feel like Charlie, everybody has their own thing going on. So if I'm not coming to tell you my problems, I feel like I'm worrying you. So I'd never go to people for advice. And then I had a friend who she would get so upset. Like, she doesn't understand. Like every time she's coming to me and asking me all these things, but I'm never coming to her. Why? What does it mean?
Yeah. And I'm saying that that's a flaw in a friendship. Like some friendships are supposed to be a give and take where I give you A and you also give me A and we are all happy. But there are other friendships where I'll give you A and you will give me B. Just because you are not also giving me A shouldn't mean that like it's not a good friendship. Case in point this, like I could have also sat down and be like, oh Mensma, you don't tell me anything, which I do say sometimes. Like, why don't you tell me anything? But I've come to realize that she finds joy in like being there for me. And then there are other things that I do that make her happy. Like maybe if we go out together, we go for lunch and then we are gisting or I'm fooling or I'm showing her funny videos. Like that makes her happy. So for her, she's getting like, should I say entertainment? So I'm a joke to you. But basically like, she gets someone who like sort of lightens her day, like cheers her up. So she finds that refreshing for her. But your friend is feeling like, it's also from a point of vulnerability though, because it's like, hey, you know so much about me, and you don't even want me to know small. Yeah, and I think for my friend, she does open up every once in a while. So I don't take it too personal. So do you open up to this friend every once in a while at least?
He's not my friend again. Long story. But we are not friends again.
What's the tea?
Oh, life happens.
What kind of life?
Honestly, let me just say, we're cool. You know how people are like, we're cool, then she got a boyfriend. And then she just stopped to talk to me.
You know,
but I
because,
understand too, because I also don't want to be in your space when you have a boyfriend and things about. So I know more.
So let's talk about that, like female male friendships.
People say that it's never
not
possible to
Case
have.
in point, because a lot of people feel like the two of us are in a relationship.
Yes. People feel like it's impossible for a man and a woman to have a friendship.
Yeah.
Me, I obviously don't agree.
Yeah, I
have a lot of friends who are girls, but why you laugh?
I know, guys, that like it's very difficult, especially since I'm putting my own self in a compromising position. But some of Zoo's friends that are his girls, that are girls, I don't know.
Charlie, what are you doing?
I really don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know.
Fool. Please ignore her, please. I beg you. Yeah, so as I was saying, my friends who are only friends, yeah, they're like my bros. I call my girls my bros, and I call my bros my bros.
Okay.
We're all bros.
But
yeah, I think it's possible.
But why is that the case though? Why do a lot of people feel like it's not possible?
They like sex too much. That's why. I'm telling you, that's the only reason. Because I feel like, you obviously, some of my friends, very beautiful women and things, but I feel like we are in this, the level that we are at is like we are friends. Like, it's like if you have a sibling, we are siblings.
I was about to say, because I feel like me and you are pretty close, right? But I feel like, I know that I'm a very cute girl, like very cute. But I feel like when I'm around you, like you look at me like I'm your sister, like ill. Not ill, but like
ill,
it cannot match kind of thing. Yeah. But a lot of people feel like no, it's not possible. As long as you're in the space of someone who is attractive, something else has to give.
You just ask me why, but
yeah.
And I've given you my reason.
Yeah.
I think people just like sex too much. What's your reason?
I think some people just don't respect boundaries. That's the thing. Like, just because your friend, and I think some people too don't have like strong willpower, because I've been in situations where someone is genuinely my friend as a boy, and other guys start to input it in his mind but this girl should be fine, like if you look sharp, and then you to Jimmy, you will start looking sharp for what? The friendship was normal, it was nice. Then now you're looking sharp for what?
Pull you to the side. I have to tell you something. Hey.
Exactly. And it's just like, why do you have to ruin it? Don't get me wrong. Like a lot of a lot of friendships can end up into like a romantic relationship, which is fine. But don't let someone input it into your brain.
Yeah.
And then you actively
you have to see the
it should
terrain.
come naturally.
You have to know. I feel like people who don't have that
Yeah.
ability to see that, no, this one it won't work. Let me not move to this person. Even if you like the person, like you should be able to tell that, nah, this person doesn't like me.
Yeah. And especially for me, I feel like I get along well with people of the opposite sex, right? Like even post uni, like I used to hang out with Judah Dems like a lot. And till date, like we are still friends, we are still G's, do you get it? And even then people were like, hey, so you people, you marry, whatever. At the end of the day, we are still friends. But I think it's just not a normal thing. People just don't see it as normal. But I also don't understand why they don't see it as normal.
I've told you why.
But then again too, because a lot of finally a lot of long-lasting romantic relationships have actually spawned from friendships. People so just tend to feel like if you are good friends with a male person, most likely it should translate into a relationship. Wow. It's not that deep.
As an experienced friend, girl, as an experienced person with friends, with girls as friends, I have a lot of friends who are girls. Let's say that. I don't know, I'm talking plenty.
Yeah.
My experience, I understand why some people feel that way, because the girls who sometimes they also comes from their side. It's not always the boys. Yeah. Sometimes you see them there looking at you sideways, start texting you. I'm like, Charlie, relax.
We're just friends. We're calming down. Yeah. But that's the thing. I think it's always a blurry area. That's why you always have to understand, as I mentioned earlier, why am I in this friendship and what is this friendship feeding for me?
Yeah.
If we are all in the friendship, me and you, we are friends, right? We know that we have this podcast together. This is what we are doing.
Yeah.
We've sort of like streamlined what the friendship looks like. So anything outside of that, there needs to be a sit down or a communication of like, okay, are we comfortable with this new layer of our friendship? If that is not consistently being done, somebody is going to catch feelings along the line maybe, and another person is going to be like, why are you doing that? So I think communication is always necessary in friendships and even relationships too.
Yeah, so I mean, coming back to the friendship being hard as an adult, why do you think friendships end, in your opinion?
I think it still comes down to, I feel like I'm the one being interviewed today, but anyway, I feel like it comes down to the core of the friendship. Like, why are we friends? And do we really feel like this friendship is worth fighting for at whatever stage we find ourselves?
Yeah.
Right. So what was the question again?
Why do the friendships end?
Yeah, so I just think people reach a point where they are just like, something happens and it's just like, it's not that deep. Even though it might hurt sometimes.
Have you had like a friendship breakup?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you feel?
It's very painful. I think it's more painful than a romantic breakup.
Yeah.
Until this day, it hurts me.
Yeah.
If I talk about it, I think I'll cry.
Serious. I'm trying to think. I haven't had like because to me, I'm usually the one who's doing the breaking up, if that makes sense. Because I hate nonsense. If problems come, my scissors are sharp. I will cut you off quick. Because I don't have time for nonsense. So usually but even when you are the one that's cutting someone off, it can hurt you. Yeah. Because like, this is the person I used to talk to. We used to do this. But then it gets to a point where it's like, Charlie, you just have to like talk to yourself. Like, how is this benefiting me?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So there's always that crossroad of, is it worth it or not? Yeah. As to whether it's emotional or not, that question is still there. Yeah. And then once you ask yourself that question, then the decision is made.
I think every friendship and relationship in general is give and take. Right? But it's never 50-50. Yeah. In some relationships, you give more than you're taking. In some relationships, you're taking more than you're giving. But if you're giving more, you might be fine with it. Like, you can manage it. But if you're giving so much where it's like you're feeling the strain, it's like the person's calling you like, oh my God, like, I'm about to go through this again.
That's not good.
That's not good. You have to now come, like, watch it and come again. You understand? So I feel like in my experience, where I'm saying that I don't really have friendship breakups, I think the main thing. So I've had friendships that have sort of ended.
Like they just naturally
kind of fizzled out.
Because I feel like that's just life.
Yeah, that's life. Because we are going down our normal. So I've had some friends who, since like 3 years old, I've known them, but today we don't really like. I only talk to them when I see them.
But exactly, when you talk to them, when you see them, still, it's vibes. It's still cool.
Yeah, it's calm. Like,
so that's not really like a friendship breakup. That's just like drifting apart.
Yeah, you just drifted apart because now you're growing up, you have your job, they have their interests, you have your own interests. Like, naturally,
I think drifting apart is normal.
Yeah. But sometimes you just look at it and say, hey, Charlie, I remember me and this person, we used to do this, we used to do it. Like, we used to talk every day. Yeah. But now, we barely speak. So, I think it's just an interesting concept, like breaking up with friends.
I think drifting apart for me is something that it hurts, but it doesn't hurt as much as the friendship breakup. Because I think I've had like only one major friendship breakup, and even that one I can share is, but I'll not mention the person's name. So we were friends from SS, like very close, like we were cool, and I really really liked her. Like, geez, we used to fool together, do keeping up with the Kardashian impressions together. Like, our relationship was top notch. But then an issue came where there was like a whole miscommunication drama. Like, me and her went somewhere together, and then like there was a whole miscommunication thing, and the person I was seeing at that time was looking for me and couldn't find me and knew that I was with her. And then he spoke to her in a way that was so disrespectful that after the whole thing fizzled out, she was like, I love you and I respect you, but once you are with this person, I don't see how our relationship is going to thrive, because like the person you are dating,
so
the man literally destroyed our friendship. Man. Do you get it? And it was painful because for me, she didn't say it directly, but it was like, hey, Charlie, like the way he talked to me there, like it really pained me kind of thing. I apologized about it. Me and her were still friends, but there was just like some weird tension that like was never being fixed. Like shortly after me and the person actually broke up, me and the guy I was with, we actually broke up. But the friendship still had that, like whatever he said to her bruised the friendship forever. And it really hurts me because like it's not even me that I spoiled the friendship. Another person who I'm not even with again has come to spoil my friendship. And after that, she traveled, and then we still talk, we still laugh, but what we had is gone. And for me, I feel like that has been like one of the most painful breakups, even more than like any relationship I've been in. Because Charlie, the friendship was like this, sleepovers and things.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it just kind of fizzled out.
But were you able to get closure?
That's what I'm saying. That like we spoke, we tried, we really tried. Like we spoke about it. I apologized. I don't know if he apologized to her. I doubt. But like, and then obviously I wasn't with him anymore, so I didn't really have to do any conflict resolution for them. But we spoke about it, had the closure. But it's like, it's one of those things. Like it had already been done, like it had already happened, and then she left the country. So it's just like,
oh man,
yeah.
But
So, you know what it is.
I have an idea.
Yeah. So, but I still love her. We still talk.
Oh.
So yeah.
Oh.
Next time if I go and visit, maybe if I'm in China, I'll see her.
More
Let me narrow it down so that the person will be like, oh my god, he's talking about me.
Yeah, people are listening and writing in calculating like, is it so? If it's this, then
now you know. I've given you this one. I've narrowed it down.
The biggest clue,
very easily. Yeah. So I think friendship breakups are very painful.
Yeah.
And I think it would even have been more painful if I did it myself. Like if I was the reason why it separated. I think I have a little bit of comfort knowing that a third party also kind of entered the mix and messed up the friendship. But it still hurts me.
Have you ever ghosted a friend, or has a friend ever ghosted you?
I don't think I've ghosted. That's the thing. I feel like also for me, I take friendships very, very seriously. I don't know why. Like I take it very seriously.
I mean, someone ghosted me, or my friend.
A boy or a girl?
A girl. She was owing me money.
Actually, now that you say it, somebody was my friend and also ghosted me because he was owing me money.
Yeah.
And he still hasn't paid.
Oh yeah, don't never pay.
He had the audacity to text me.
That was the nerve.
It's okay. I don't want to give. It's okay. Let me just.
Yeah, I'll see my own. This person ghosted me, yeah. Oh, some small money too. Not be any plenty money. Just pay the money. If you can't pay, just say that you can't pay, so that I'll say,
it's like
it's fine.
We are friends. Just tell me the truth.
But I'm texting you. You're not minding me. Meanwhile, we used to. I'll come to your house. We cook together and things like we're cool. Like I know your mother and things. And I saw her at some events. I said, you. I was trying to say hi. How are you? She was with the mom though. Yeah. So I couldn't do anything.
But you say she was not with her mom, where are you going to move to her?
Oh yeah, I'll say so. Why are you not texting me? Because it's because of the money.
Yeah.
I would have moved to her like on that level. But her mom was right there, so I just said hi and things.
But did she look like tension babam small?
Yeah. But I just came with good vibes, so she just relaxed.
And she didn't text you after that?
Nah, she didn't text me.
Oh, then she really doesn't want to pay.
Oh, the money is gone.
No, because if it was me and then you got me, like at least I'll text you and say, oh, Charlie.
That's one thing about girls saying. Or as a man, if a woman owes you, first of all, it's hard for you to go and ask for the money. Because there's this in society that, hey, massa, don't go and take anybody's money.
It's you now that I'm going to take your money.
You. When somebody owes you, when a girl owes you, it's hard for you, usually, to go and take the money, or for some people to go and take the money. Me personally, I'm taking my money back. If I need the money, it depends on the terms, like how I give it to you. Like if like, I just gave it to you and it was not that much and you needed it for something, like cool. But if you come, can I have this amount? I'll pay, and you say I'll give it back to you.
Bye. The audacity to add a deadline.
Now I'm coming for the thing that you said you give me. Now you're doing long. You're mad. I'll follow you. Anyway, so yeah, she can have it.
Yeah. So back to you, Zuu. Do you have like friends that you have had for like 10 plus years and then you're still friends with them?
Oh yeah, I have a few 20 plus years career because I was in the same school for a long time, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of them were in the same school for a long time. So I have friends from when I was 3, 4, 5, 6, and we are still friends. So it's always cool to see them. Like a lot of them I don't talk too often.
Yeah.
But when we talk, it's a vibe. Like there's so many memories. Like, do you remember when this thing happened when we were in class 5? And when there's so many things to talk about. But like if I'm talking about somebody who I've been close, like continuously close with for like 20 years, I don't really have that. It's like on and off.
Yeah, I see what you mean though. I see what you mean.
Because it's not easy, bro. Like talking to somebody that unless it's like your sibling.
Yeah, most of the time to people who are very close, their parents are probably close as well, or like family friends, cousins. You see that those friendships
and
last.
even when you're in school, you're seeing each other every day.
Yeah.
But once you leave school, you have, let's say one person lives at Afi and one person lives at Downsuma. It's a lie.
It's hard, yeah.
You do FaceTime, How many times can you talk?
Yeah.
About? So yeah, it's like that.
So I don't know. I've noticed a certain trend. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I think this is more of like a question that we should think about as people who may be having children soon. I say may because of you. Most of my friends that I saw, I'm picking up on what you said. I also was in one school for a very long time. So it helped me to build like better friendships. Most of my friends that had a lot of school changing, they seem to have a lot of different friends,
Yeah.
but they don't really have like close friends. So do you think that is kind of like a bad thing? Like parents should be wary of that, or it's not that deep? Because at the end of the day, really, as you are saying, even though I have long time friendships, most of them, I'm not even talking to them every day like that, but it's just that there's a good relationship with them. So do you think it's something that parents should be mindful of, or it doesn't really matter?
I think it definitely helps. Like moving around a lot, because I'm just imagining like there was some 1 or 2 kids who come to the school like 1 year and then they leave. Maybe their parents, if your parents is a diplomat,
Exactly,
you have to go to different countries.
Yeah.
I don't remember, like I barely remember them now.
Yeah,
It's just like some face in my past.
exactly.
So I feel like it's important to have like, or allow your children or allow people to build like deep connections, have long-term friendships, long-term relationships and things. So yeah, I feel like there's nothing wrong with moving and changing schools. So because I think also changing schools is good because you learn how to make new friends.
Exactly.
And that's a skill. Me, I was in the same school for a long time, so I never really like had that experience of going to a new school and I don't know anybody and I have to find my way. I never had that experience. So for me, I don't know, like I think
of them have
both,
their pros
yeah,
and cons,
there's pros
yeah.
and cons. So maybe if anything, so for I think then the normal path is you be in primary school, maybe the same school for junior secondary school, then you go to a new school for secondary school, right? That's the typical path. I think it's fine because at least there's one change.
Yeah.
But so there's one change, so now you can pass here, and then learn how to make new friends. So,
Yeah. Makes sense.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, there's so many more questions I want to ask you, but I think
Why me? I'm not a friendship guru.
you're the only one that's here, so I have to ask you. So let's go on a break and we'll be right back. Hi guys, real quick. Have you ever walked past somebody on the street and wondered when their last meal was?
That's exactly what Daily Bread Africa is tackling. They are a non-profit organization serving hot meals to people on the streets in Accra every single day.
Right now, they serve up to 20 meals a day. But this June will be the 6th month of their operation. And to celebrate, they want to increase it to 100 meals a day.
It's not just about food, it's about dignity, hope, and showing love to people who need it the most. And of course, you can be a part of this by donating food, groceries, cash, anything that can help this cause.
One hot meal is just 13 cedis. That can make a huge impact. In fact, there's an event coming up on the 28th of June. Please be there, let's support these people, and let's put more food in the hands of people who need it.
Please don't forget to share their videos on your social media platforms. And of course, you can support via the links below. There's a GoFundMe, so yes, just go ahead. Anywhere you are in the world, you can support.
Let's make sure everyone gets their daily bread. Welcome back from that amazing break. I learned so much. Like, wow, what a beautiful ad. What do you think?
I was so much entertained and educated.
Wow. Yes.
So yeah, if you would like to partner with us, sponsor us, or promote your brand on our podcast,
That's right.
just send us an email at admin@staybyplanpod.com. That is admin, ADMIN, at staybyplanpod.com.
Wow.
And you will not regret. This will be the best business decision you would ever make in your life.
I agree. To change your life.
Yeah, so let's get back to it.
What do you think about people who make friends just to benefit something? Like,
Friend,
I want to
like
share.
friends with benefits.
No,
Not friends with
not
that kind of friend
with
benefits.
Hey, friends with benefits, like, okay, this girl, her boyfriend is this, or her father is this, or she knows this, so I want to be her friend to help me to elevate myself. Like, I feel like I see a lot of that in Accra now. Strategic friendships, that's what we call them.
What do I think about it?
Yeah. Is it like, what do you think? Is it real? Do you do that? Has it happened to you? Have you noticed it? Why are you laughing?
Why are you putting me in such a
Oh, I'm just asking.
weird
You know,
position?
it's a conversation.
I think it's part of life to make
Mm.
strategic friendships. I think I have made strategic friendships before, but it is not something that I do often. It's not something that I would go out of my way, and if it happens naturally, it will. But sometimes I'm strategic, especially if I'm invited to like an event. For example, if I'm invited to an event and it's sort of like a networking event, and then I don't know some of the people there, but maybe it's people that I feel can help maybe stay by plan or help my personal brand, I'll become your friend because definitely.
So I do fake friendships.
I wouldn't even, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't even call them friendships. I feel like they are
Acquaintances.
acquaintances, exactly.
Oh, okay.
But I wouldn't go out of my way to make a whole forced friendship with someone to gain
I think
something.
that's the thing.
Crazy.
A lot of people, because they want to gain something, they kind of like, I don't know if I should say force a friendship, but like,
No, that one day I beg you.
yeah, I think people
will not
definitely do that.
No.
Yeah, don't do that, guys. That's not cool.
And even with the strategic one, like if maybe I meet you at a cocktail event,
Right.
and then you are maybe the brand manager of some brand I feel like can align with Stay by Plan, I'll definitely walk up to you,
Yeah.
introduce myself to you, give you the podcast
Then
information, all of that.
I think then that's
Exchange
cool.
details.
That's not a
If I
friendship.
text you once or twice and you don't mind me, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to look for you and find out where you go to town and come and sit. That's just a stretch. And I believe in like, if something is meant to be, it's meant to be. That is
Yeah.
like one of my mantras.
Yeah.
So the strategic one,
But I think I've definitely noticed and seen people making friends just because they want to use it to.
have people ever become your friend because if you feel like,
I mean, you never know for sure, right? That one day you never know for sure. But there
You
are
know.
people who you will be like, this guy or this girl, they're only available when maybe something is happening,
Yeah.
or they only come and ask. It's always, can you do this for me? Can I get this? Can you, like, it's never, oh, how are you? How's your day been?
Yeah.
If they come, there's people who text you, hi, you know that, oh, they come to ask you for something.
yeah,
You know, those
Yeah.
types of friends,
yeah.
you know.
But you see, Charlie, right now, there, Stay by Plan. People are just trying to find ways to make money
Yeah.
or to eat. So they
So
are
I
just
think-
doing it anyway, anyhow.
So I think then it's important to set boundaries. You
Exactly.
mentioned boundaries already.
Yeah.
So if it was you, for example, and you met me, and I've known you for, let's say, 6 months now,
Mhm.
I'm only texting you, yo, Afi, TGM is the.
I'm the
Can
wrong
I
person
can I
to
get
ask, though,
can
but
I
yeah.
get a ticket? Somebody gives ask me.
Big Zoo, big
Somebody-
money Zoo.
Someone gives ask me that. Can I get them 6 tickets for TGM? I say, who am
At
I?
this point, they should start sponsoring the podcast.
Stoneboy cried. They're not giving him 6 tickets. Now me, civilian.
How do you know?
They gave him 5.
How
not
do you
6.
know?
I was there.
5 is crazy.
But yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they're only talking to you because they feel like they can get
Yes,
something.
yeah, that's not good.
How would you treat something like that? Would you tell them that, hey, man, I beg you, please?
You see, that's what I'm saying. I'm the wrong person to ask because like I told you, I take friendships very seriously. Like if you have made it to the even 1 month benchmark, then there's most likely going to have like a good friendship with me or like relationship with me. Yeah, so if it was me, if we are 6 months in and you're asking me for that and I can do it, I will do it for you. Yeah. But then, like you are saying, there are certain people that I became friends with and then it became a thing. Like every week or every time you see me post, then you come and text me, hey, how are you? Oh,
Yeah.
and I'm going through this, so can you send me Momo? Like I'll probably do it like 3 times, but by the 4th or 5th
3.
time, I'm blocking you. Like we are not having this conversation. I'll ignore you. So like if you are watching this and you're one of those people, like I have been ignoring you. Like I'm actually ignoring you because at that point, it's not a friendship like you are
Yeah.
saying. But me, I can meet someone today, we'll hit it off, and I'm going for lunch with the person, or I'm going to Volta with the person. Like that's the kind of person I am.
What's idea? Someday.
I know. So that's the kind of person I
What
am.
if you don't come back?
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's the kind of person I am.
Change.
I'm a little bit more open-minded. Like I feel like if it's meant to be, it would happen. If I'm around someone, we become friends, and my spirit feels like you are chill vibes. That's it. Like I'm okay. But then I still have my inner circle that I don't know how to explain. I have like so many rings of friendship, if that makes sense. And different people are different places in my life.
Yeah.
So on the outside, someone might see it and be like, hey, Afi has so many friends and she talks to everybody and she's all over the place. I know like who I go to when it comes to this. I know who does this for me. I know who, whatever. Like I have my friendship map already in my head. And to me, I feel like you can have a lot of different friends
Yeah.
to me, but you would have your core group
for
and
sure.
things. Like, yeah.
For sure. Do you have a best friend? Like this person is my best friend.
I think it changes over time. I feel like I have, like I said, I have a core group of people, and depending on the season in my life, I tend to gravitate more towards one person in a particular season. But it always seems to be like a particular group of people. So I would say that there are like 7 female friends I have that like every time in the span of like the last 20 is cap 10 years of my life, I would be with them. But right now, I think that is changing slowly.
Yeah.
If you are with someone, if you are dating someone who you are good friends with, they tend to also become your best friend. Do you get
Yeah.
it? So I feel like that is where I'm finding myself, if that makes sense. Like the person that I am with has become my best friend. So that is my best friend now.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Makes sense. Yeah, because people ask me that all the time, and I remember one time someone asked me who's my best friend. I said I don't have a best friend. They're like, how? How don't you have a best friend?
Yeah, you should have a best friend.
Nah, I don't think I need one best friend.
Yeah, you
Because
have multiple.
because
Yeah,
the thing
not
is,
one.
not everybody will be available for you all the time. Too.
Exactly.
So it's like, and I think you get different things from different people, right? So I have a friend. If I want to talk about business, I know who I want to talk to. If I want to talk about sports, I know who I want to talk to.
Yeah.
If I want to talk about women, I know who I want to talk to.
Hey,
Ah,
who's
why?
that friend? I want to know. I
Don't
know who
worry.
it is.
Who is it? Don't say it.
I was going to say.
Hey,
No problems, I beg you.
please, we beg.
I'm right,
So
right.
yeah.
I'm
You
right.
we have different friendship groups and friendship circles. I like what you said, the circles thing. It's like an onion. Layers.
Exactly. It's literally like an onion.
You bob. So the middle is like where the real they've gone through. You know when you cut the onion, you cry. They've gone through the tears.
True.
You do, but hey, Charlie,
We are deep.
hey, bro,
Too deep.
sheesh.
If we are friendship coaches, so I say coach.
Yeah, if you want to know how to make friends, just give us a call.
How
For a
to
small
make
fee.
friends and what influence others.
Influence,
We wrote
yeah,
the
it's
book.
true,
We
yeah.
actually wrote it.
Influence people.
Come on,
These influence people.
please,
influence
I'm
others.
joking. Before we get a letter, please, I'm joking. We didn't write any book.
Hey, why? You wrote it's a different book with the same name. Please, we didn't mention anybody, any author, any publisher.
That's true. That's
We
true.
wrote the book. Yes.
Yeah.
So what things do you look for when you're making new friends at this your old age?
Don't be
Wise?
rude.
I'm not just. You're not young. Are you young?
Do I look old?
Sometimes.
I'm not old. I'm very young.
you feel
Age is
like-
in the mind, though.
You if you wear some trousers, I'm like, this girl, the
Like which one? What, this one?
No, this one is okay. But you have some one or two that is actually like this one, the Auntie Afi.
Don't worry, Auntie Afi, it comes with stacks, so
Yeah.
so we like it.
You know.
Anyway,
Yeah.
what do I look for in a friendship?
Mm.
I think the same things
Maybe
I
now
mentioned.
you can also compare it to like when you were younger in the
Oh.
90s.
Oh. In the 90s is wild. Stop, Zuu. Stop this. Stop that. You mean in the 2000s? But yeah, in the past, I think, as you mentioned, like I was a little bit too much about the vibe, which I think is dangerous because like, what if you go and you don't come back? Like I was just about the vibe. Like
Yeah.
if me and someone gel and then like it's fine. Like yeah, I just never used to think about it deeply. Like if me and someone have a good rapport, I'm okay with it. But then that's still a factor though. But it's not like the only thing.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing for me is boundaries.
Mm.
That's number one.
So people who can respect your boundaries.
Just respect my boundaries, bro. Because I remember there's a girl. Oh God, I hope she's not watching this. But anyway, she reached out. She wanted to be my friend. I didn't have an issue. She actually reached out to one of my friends saying that she liked me and wanted to be my friend. And I'm like, okay, cool. But then she used to call me every single day. And if I don't pick, like she can call me like 10 times in a day.
Yeah, I think I remember this.
Yeah, because you are around when some stuff happened. And
Yeah.
I feel like she was probably doing it from a good place, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know friendships like that. As I mentioned, like my friends I've been with for like 10 years, I will not call Mandy 10 times in a day. Like, bro,
Yeah.
she's in the office. Like, what am I calling? Exactly. So I found it like I was being pushed into like a corner. Like, why are you calling me so much? And why are you questioning me that why haven't I picked up your call? Like, even my boyfriend doesn't give me that pressure. So like, what's this? So for me, if the person doesn't respect boundaries, I find a relationship a little bit like suffocating. Like, respect me and let me respect you. Like, in the Monday to Friday, I'm in the office. Don't come and be texting me and asking me unnecessary questions. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, weekend, if you want us to hang out, no problem. If you want us to hang out after work, no problem. If you have something that we should talk about, no problem. But just respect the boundaries.
Yeah.
Just respect the boundaries. Hello. Hi, where are you? Oh, I'm just like doing something with Zuu. What are you doing, Zuu? Why? Hey, I'm recording my podcast, but why are you asking?
But they want to know.
No, but why?
It's not
Did
their
you get
business.
it? Yeah, I just think we should just respect each other's boundaries. That's one of the main things I look for in friendships now. Just that. And respect. And trust. And communication. But number one is boundaries. Yeah, boundaries.
I mean, I look for rich people. Though. Personally. Oh God.
So this your no ways. We actually have to touch on this topic. I feel like low key you are a gold digger. Low key. Because this is the third time I've been recording. Oh, it's high key.
It's high key.
This is the third time I've heard you say something like this. I think in 2 seasons ago I asked you that how much money will make you lose your morals. And you said so.
Charlie, you know what they say? Don't give small money chance. If the small money is there, you forgo for them.
So what you look for in a friendship is rich people.
That's one. Number two, you have to be funny.
Yeah.
Because me, I like to laugh.
Oh, so that's why we are friends. Because I fit the 2 criteria. So
Hey, cash mo. Number three. Number three. What's number three, Kara? But I think the boundaries thing makes sense, man.
It's important too.
Yeah, if like that thing that you say you're calling me, I will insult you, Papa.
Even though me, I like calling,
aren't
but
you
still.
busy? Don't you have something to do? Like, hey, and there's people who can show up at your house like you cry out. Sorry, somebody is doing something outside. Some people can show up at your house like
showing up at your house is wrong.
Like midnight.
Oh, it's wrong. That's very wrong.
Like you don't tell something about that guy. The boundaries. He doesn't have the boundaries. See, I remember when you need to get at some point, his room was like, just like 15 steps from my room. Someday I did sleep. 3:30 a.m. He woke up early and he was going somewhere. 3:30, boom, 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 boom. I said, why? Maybe some fire will make. Because at
you
this
really
time to
panicked.
be
It's 3
banging my
a.m.,
door.
yeah.
Open the door. Charlie, I want to use your deodorant too.
Hey.
So no, this guy doesn't have sense. You don't. I just closed the door because
You
you don't
didn't
have
give it
sense.
to him?
I didn't give it to him, and he kept knocking too.
You didn't give it to him.
How? Because if I give it to you, it means
You think it's normal for you to do
tomorrow when you
that?
wake up at 3:30. Because first of all, why you awake at 3:30?
Asking for the
Unless you're a
crazy.
pastor and you're doing prayers. If it's not that, you should be sleeping
Yeah, real.
as a student. And yeah, it's like he's waking up and he's going somewhere.
Yeah.
Because he had dressed up and things. I said, no, this guy is not serious. So yeah, somebody like that, it's hard.
It's funny. It's okay. I don't even right now that you've kind of narrowed it down. I don't want to give some other tea, or because if he knows it's him, it's okay. But like whatever.
You should know. Because I told him that what he did was not sensible. So yeah,
One of Zoo's friends has come to the studio. His female friends are just friendship now.
Oh yeah, just friendship. Anyway.
Anyway.
So, so the last thing is, we said about money.
Who's the we? Say you. Don't add me to your criteria.
Money, I forgot the
Money, boundaries.
Boundaries, and you have to be funny.
Yeah.
And you have to have sense too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think.
But you know that this criteria seems very simple, but
it's not
it
easy.
will narrow down like
not many people
a lot of
fit
people.
all those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the money safe, you have to be careful. Some people have too much money. You know, they have friends like that.
No, I
You don't have friends like that. Hey, nobody has asked you that, what are you doing in 2 weeks? I'm going to Italy.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Those kind of things.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, but I can relate. Amen.
Amen. Yeah.
Amen. But yeah, there's some people that are
they're inviting you like, let's go together.
Yeah.
But they're not going to pay for you.
No, but why should they pay for you? I mean, it's just a trip to Italy.
Yeah.
It's literally anyway.
Just that's right.
Yeah,
that's what Afi's my friend do. She'll take me to Italia
Please, I beg.
by the end of the year.
Amen.
Yeah. So for me that's kind of what I look for now. Yeah. Friends. Yeah. The rich thing, I mean, I'm not saying if you don't have money, don't come home, but it's not like it's my number one. I was joking.
He's not joking. If like come and see you, block you. So if you're okay, I have a question for you. If you made friends with someone now, today, the person is funny, the person has sense. Even though that's the two of them, what I'm coming to say doesn't really matter, but let's say the person has basic sense.
Yeah.
And then the person is rich. When I say rich, I mean stupidly rich. But the boundaries, the person came to knock at your house at 3 a.m.
That thing I don't understand.
to ask you for deodorant, you know, open the person, but the person is stupidly Rachel. This one is the kind of friendship that they are saying that, oh, I'm going to Italy. Do you want to come along? All expenses on me.
Oh, and now they are.
So now you open the
I'll
door.
open this,
You
Papa.
have no morals.
I'll open it. So do you want water? Anything you want, I can cook for you, sir. You think, free flights. Oh, stop
So
that.
don't do that.
No,
Oh,
no,
come
no,
on.
no,
You have to be worth more than that.
That's the perfect width, actually. That's the perfect thing to be worth. Free flights. I'm worth it. You know?
Oh my God.
So yeah, anybody who's like that, I did for you. I'll wake up for you. 3 a.m. I did for you. So,
Screaming.
yeah. So yeah, Afi, what's your takeaway from this episode? What do you want to tell the people?
I feel very vulnerable from this episode. I feel like I've shared
Yeah.
too much about. Do you think I shared a lot?
Yes. Now I know.
really
I know
think I
everything
shared a
about
lot
you.
about my life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this is like the most I've shared about my friendships.
Wow, Afi, really? Is that what you said about me on the
Yeah,
podcast?
I know, and
Really?
this is where my friendships, maybe this is the real test of the
Yeah,
friendship.
yeah, yeah.
But I don't think I mentioned anybody's name. Mensima, hey, I know she'll not mind. Yeah, but anyway, my takeaway from this is, nothing really. I feel like I'm a friendship guru, so I just
Friendship
brought a
guru.
lot to the table.
Hey,
That's why.
friendship guru, I see.
No, but on a more serious note, I think this conversation has made me realize that the more we grow, the more we know like what we want in a friendship, and then we are more like strict about it, and that is why we sort of are not friends with people anymore. But it's not from a bad place. It's not like you think the person is not worth it or something. It's just like time, life, and then they too would also be shedding off other people and making new friendships, and it's completely fine. And then also it is possible to have long-lasting friendships if you are able to respect one another,
Yeah.
and you are able to know why what is the basis of the friendship, and everybody clearly understands. Not that I know that I'm getting this from you and you don't even know that that's what you are giving me. No, that's a bad friendship. Like, you should know what you are giving and you should know what you are getting, and vice versa. And I think the friendship should do well.
Wow.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, like you get sense. Wow, I'm surprised.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Bro, I've been holding this podcast on my back. I've been carrying
Hey,
it. You know they do anything for you.
Metro.
You just the support with the
With
setup.
the
and things.
electronics
I'm the
and
star.
things, it's true.
I'm
You're
the
right.
star of the
You're right. You
podcast.
get sense. Wow.
And what's
But
your
yeah.
takeaway?
I think for me, yeah, I don't think I've changed. I don't feel like I shared that much.
No, you didn't share much.
Yeah,
as
nobody
usual.
knows. I just told people about some 1 or 2 people. I didn't mention any names.
Yes, you did. You said
Oh, Charlie, I give you.
I'm making your
give you
editing
an
work
ass
difficult.
But yeah. So
Yeah.
I think based on this conversation, I mean, it's helped us at least understand. I think it's not anything that we didn't know already or
Yeah.
anybody doesn't know already, but we understand why friendships drift apart. We understand the things that we look for now in friends that maybe we didn't look for 10 years ago. So I think, yeah, it's just Charlie, we did grow, and now, yeah, small, we're getting sense. Some people are getting more sense than others. Some
Case in point.
some to the sense is not coming fast enough. But it's okay. Small, they'll get there. When they're around people who also have sense, we'll help them join us on the friendship, on the sense level. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah.
Sorry, I know we
as
are supposed to wrap
always.
up, but can I just ask 2 questions?
Yeah, sure.
Simple. First one, answer simply. Second one, I think the 2 of us. The first one is, do you think you should definitely date like your friend? Like, it's important for you to be friends with the person that you are dating to marry,
100%.
or it doesn't matter. Like, it's more about the attraction that's important.
100%, bro. Because you have to be Charlie. You have to be friends. Like, what if you're not friends? Look, if you're married to somebody, you're basically roommates.
But isn't it pretentious though? Because we have been always telling people that, like, oh, like for example, like Zoe and I are just friends. We can never marry. But here we are telling people that they should marry their friends.
Oh, you can even start a relationship and build a friendship after.
Okay, real.
But you can also build a friendship and start like, it doesn't matter which angle you go from.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you are not friends with the person you marry, like what? So what will you do? What will you talk about?
Press yourself.
Yeah?
Press yourself.
Like, okay, so what do people do when they get married? They will talk, they will have sex, they will take care of their family. That's all.
Yeah.
So talking is like 90%.
Yeah.
If you can't talk to the person you are living with every day,
On a friendship level.
Like that's why I feel like that's why there's people who they get married and every day they're with their boys or every day they're with their girls because they can't talk to their wife because they're
Yeah.
not friends. What are they going to talk about?
Yeah.
I feel like it's not you need to be friends too. I'm talking like I've been married before, but
You have been married before in your past life, in his past life.
but like
please.
I feel like it makes sense. So
Yeah.
like you have to be friends. Otherwise, what are you doing?
Okay.
That's what I think. What about you?
Same. I
Yeah.
think you should marry your friend, like someone that you can relate to, like you're saying, because I think majority of the good times you'd have would be based on like banter, laughing.
Yeah.
And if you are not friends, you take stuff personal, like
You have be keeping secrets
Exactly.
and it be some way.
yeah. Or even if you are dating, if you are married, and then your husband says like, "Oh, leave me alone." Maybe he's stressed out and say, "Oh, leave me." Like if he's not your friend,
you take
you
it
really take it personal. Like, hey, my husband told me to.
Yeah.
But if he's your friend,
Yeah.
you can even hit him and say, "Kwasia, what do you mean by that? I'll not leave you," because you
Yeah.
guys are friends.
Yeah.
But if there's no friendship, it just makes it a little bit like you're trying to manage yourself. You're not like the full version of yourself, I think. So it's important. Okay. And the last one is, how do you think like we have navigated our friendship so far?
Hey, Charlie, which kind of question be this, bro? It's deep. Oh.
Is it though?
So far, okay. So obviously we met many years ago,
Yeah,
but then we became proper friends after we started the podcast.
exactly.
How have you navigated it? I don't know. Shall we just deal? Like I feel like we haven't done any conscious, at least from my side. I've not like sat down and been like, okay, I need to do this and this and this to make.
That's why I always
my
step in
friendship.
on my toes, because you don't even care. You don't sit down and analyze.
But
and see
you
what
have
works
you-
for
have
me.
you been analyzing?
Yes, I
Oh,
do.
you're lying.
I do.
They me to analyze.
You do not.
I was lying. I didn't want to be the only analyzer.
But how do we navigate our differences? I honestly think it's a personality thing as well. I think you are someone who just doesn't take things as personal. Like you are more chill and calm. Because me, I know, let me say something. I know that there are certain things that I do to Zuu that Zuu will never do to me. And it's very annoying. Like, I know that like what I'm doing is annoying. Like, hey, for example, like when I'm late to the studio, Zoo will never call me and be giving me pressure like, where are you? Like, where are you? Like, he'll be very understanding. Like, oh, don't worry. Like, okay, we are waiting for you. Even though he's upset, you'll be like, don't worry. But me, let's be 5 minutes late. I will call him and call him. Then after I hang up, I'll be like, hey, me too, I'm wicked though. Then I'll call him again. But at the end of the day, I think it's like a personality thing.
Yeah.
He knows that this is the kind of person I am and it's not personal. And I also know that this is the kind of person he is and then it's not personal. So does a friendship drain you? Because I think when people are like calmer personalities and then they are with someone who's like more, what's your star sign? Please, I'm a Christian, but
Hey.
what's your star sign?
Gemini.
I don't know. Please, I don't know. What kind of sign is like a fire or earth or whatever?
I don't know. It's a sign.
Anyway,
I know it's a-
please, I beg. I'll just, even though I don't believe in those things, I do think there's a little bit of,
I think-
anyway, conversation for another day,
whatever,
whatever.
I don't know. Yeah.
If there's a friendship where one person is calm and another person is fiery, I feel like the fiery person tends to wear out the calmer person. Do I wear you out?
Not really. No. I think I know how to, because me, if it's getting plenty, I'll just stop minding you. Like,
Have
don't
I
know if you've
pissed you
noticed
off before?
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
tell me.
a lot of the time you the ball. Like generally you the ball.
Yeah, real.
But like I know how to handle it because
Okay.
I know lots of other people who they ball. So I know when. So I don't know if you notice. Like sometimes you can be texting me or I'll just stop talking. Like, Charlie, you the chat.
I've
You
never
haven't
noticed
noticed.
it.
It's good. Then I'm doing it. I'm doing it well. But yeah. So it's like I have other friends too who like Charlie, bro. It's okay. It's too like I get what you mean by the draining thing. Like,
Yeah.
bro, like talking to you is work.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay. Just keep quiet. So I know what you mean. So, but so far you are trying. You're trying.
You see, because I sit down and I think
me
about
and
things.
Mensa are managing it. You do half. I'll do half. we dey go. So yeah, if it was one person, I'm sure they'll have
Yeah,
the
but you
tough
also
time.
piss me off sometimes too.
Oh,
But it's
yeah.
not.
I hope so.
Yeah, if you didn't, there's not a real friendship.
Yeah,
Yeah, sometimes you
it's
also
good.
piss me off. Like
Yeah,
you really
yeah,
piss me off.
So yeah,
But yeah, we are cool.
yeah, we did cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, thank you guys for. Oh, what song would you want the people to check out? Have you done this before?
So no one told you life was gonna be this way. That's the song. This
Hey,
is
did I get
very
a
on
clap
brand.
first? But
Is
yeah, friends. That's
yeah,
what
it's not called Friends.
It's called
I'll be there
something.
for you or
I'll be
something.
there for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, but who is this laughing? Do you know the name of the song?
Hey, you the Bob. Hey, you do what's your song? Why? No, you don't choose a
But
better
yeah, that's
song.
the best song. That's I think it's on brand.
A song on brand. A song on brand for this conversation. Sorry, I'm trying to think of songs about friends, but I can't.
No, but what song have you actually been listening to?
Oh, this Davido song is stuck in my head with Omale. The one that the guy was singing at the wishing bee with you. How do you sing it? Are you sure he sings like that?
If that's how they sang the song, will it be viral?
By someone. the way water sang it there.
Error 4. Okay, it's okay. Let's end the
It's
episode.
everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
So like, it's stuck in my head now. So so thank you for joining me. Thank
Thank you too for
to
joining
everybody
me, and I hope
for
my
watching this.
vulnerability will help you with your friendships.
I hope
Because
so
if
too.
not, I'm deleting this episode.
I hope so too. And
Okay.
which is on brand because we have a video where we did a friendship test. Who knows?
I'll win.
Each
You know me,
other.
I know Zuu more than he knows me.
Who knows each other better? So check it out. Yes. Bye, guys.
Bye.